camera.
Good
I
one.
nailed it. Episode 5. I always feel like I have to yell at the beginning. Hey
Hi,
guys! Shout
guys.
out to Coast Guard Chris. He's in Hawaii getting married.
Woo!
Chris getting married. All
Good
right.
job.
Yeah. We have a question from Brian Butler. He is asking. He's saying he's in his mid-20s with a wife and a 2-year-old, considering joining the Navy. Do we have any experience or opinions on somebody joining with family?
Well, where to start? So, it's just a matter of how strong your family bond is. Military life with a spouse and children is incredibly difficult.
Incredibly.
The divorce rate happens to be like 70%.
It's very, very, very high divorce rate. Yeah, it's funny though that I came across that question because the meeting I was just in, there was somebody talking about how military life for children is very confusing. This guy had a military child. His dad was in the Navy, and he had the child draw a picture of what he thought his dad did. And the child drew a picture of the dad like decked out in gear with a gun shooting bad guys. But the dad that wasn't even his job. He worked on an oil rig. He worked out on a ship, doing nothing to do with combat at all. So that shows that like kids, especially kids, it can really confuse them. That like, you know, how do they differentiate between
years,
you're always moving,
making new friends, adapting. I mean, make some good global leaders, but
I guess it'll make them. You got to think like, are you gonna want to have to pull your kid out of the middle of a school year if you get orders and have to move? Are you gonna want
to live in Japan? Because you might get moved to Japan.
Yeah,
and
you
stuck
never
there
know.
for a while with your whole family. So.
You never know.
You could kind of hedge that a little bit with what branch you choose to go in. Right, like the Navy that we were in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you were stationed in a home port, but if you're on a ship, you are rarely there. Even when you're technically there, there's underways all the time. That might not be the best branch for a family. Another branch, and specifically your job that you choose, could do a lot with how much home time you have. A lot of military jobs are 9 to 5, so you can find that in every branch.
Yeah.
But not all, and you can't get deployed in any job in any branch. So just know that.
Yep. Take that into consideration. Good luck. Let us know if you do it.
Good luck. All right, question number 2. Luis has a question about banks. What bank do you think we should go with? We go with banks, whatever.
What bank? My bank, and I love my bank only as a bank.
USAA.
USAA.
Yeah, so USAA or Navy Federal are the ones that are mostly recommended for banks. I have Navy Federal.
USAA.
Oh, yeah.
I have Navy Fed, but
Navy
I kept
Fed.
my small credit union through the whole time I was in, and I like that small.
Some people keep a local branch bank in their hometown, or like a Bank of America, one that has ATMs all over. And some people just transfer a little bit of money to that and keep the majority of their money in the Navy Federal account or USAA. But Navy Federal and USAA, when you're active duty, you will get paid a day before.
Yeah, you get paid a day before, which is always nice. And
You
I
get
still
paid.
have that even now. I still
Mhm.
get paid a day before.
And if you're at USAA or Navy Federal, even when you get out, you still get paid a day before. Like when you're using the GI Bill or your benefits, disability, you'll still get paid always a day before. So what I mean by that is, if it's the first that you're supposed to get paid on, you'll get paid on the 31st.
Right.
And if, say, the first falls on a Monday, you'll get paid the Friday before that. You'll get paid that Friday because they can't pay you on a weekend the day before.
Yeah.
So.
And I like USAA because they're online pretty much only. There's like 2 or 3 branches out there.
And I heard USAA's insurance.
I get my home insurance, my auto insurance, my mortgage, and my banking are all done through that one company.
Yeah.
I've been with them for almost 15 years now.
Wow.
Quite some time. Yeah. And banking wise, I love them. Buying a house through them, But banking wise, they are fantastic. They pay back all your ATM fees.
Yeah, Navy Federal too. They'll pay back all your ATM fees for that month that you require, withdrawal fees.
Yeah, so pretty good.
Yeah, so definitely look into Navy Federal or USAA when you're getting in. All right, Danny question number 3. Danny Hosley had a question about overmanned rates. Like, he was asking why wouldn't he be able to change his job or cross rate? Like, what does overmanned mean? Yeah, what is an overmanned rate? So, overmanned rate, I mean, it's self-explanatory. There's too many people in the rate. But what that means is that won't let you can't change your job. You're not going to be able to cross rate into an overmanned rate.
And advancing
in an overmanned rate.
You would want to be in an overmanned rate.
So hard to, very hard to advance.
Yeah. It took.
It's like what, 2%?
8 to 10 years to make first in chief for ITs.
For ITs?
Yeah.
8 to 10 years?
Yeah.
And that's just because they're only advancing like 2% of the ITs. Pretty much 2, 3, 4, 5% is what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Whereas my job in AM, see, that's pick your rate, pick your fate. My job advancement percentage was 20%. Hers was like 3 or 4. So, you know, it depends on your job too.
Or how well of a test taker you might be.
Test taking. Yeah, but with rates being overmanned, undermanned, what all that means is, like, the only chance you would get to cross rate if you wanted to change your job in the military, you would have to have a rate that is, you would have to be in an overmanned rate, and then they would let you cross rate into an undermanned.
Yes.
Undermanned rate. That's pretty much like the only possibility.
Yep.
It's very hard to cross rate.
Yes. It's extremely hard to cross rate. Don't set your sights on cross rating.
Yeah.
Don't plan on cross rating. Just pick the job that you want to do.
Yeah, because think about it too. How much money did the Navy spend to train you?
Yep.
On that job that you chose? They're not going to want to spend all that money and flying you around all these different schools, and have to pay for you to learn a whole new different job. They're not going to. Yeah. All right, guys. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Military Life Before and After. Like always, if you have any more questions or you're a new subscriber, leave your questions on our Facebook page. The link will be below in the description. For next week, every Thursday we do this. So yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.
See ya.